Oh man, it's been a while, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Chris Unbias checking in. What, it's been like 3 weeks or something? 3 weeks or something like that. It's been a while, 3 weeks, man. You know what I'm saying? I was all the way in Seattle. Last time y'all saw me on camera, I was in Seattle. Got sick. I left Seattle from one corner of the map all the way down to Orlando, Florida, man. Hurricane Ian was down there. It's kind of crazy seeing like neighborhoods underwater. That's kind of weird. This whole flood situation is kind of weird. So I was there, then I came home. And when I was home, it was kind of interesting because I came home and I went outside and I cut my grass. Yeah, I cut my grass. When I cut my grass, I was like, look at all these snakes. It was a lot of snakes in my yard. And they say when you cut the grass, the snakes will show. So it's a lot I want to talk about in this blog, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely make sure you watch this blog from beginning to end. I ain't never want to duck no smoke. And one thing that bothers me is when niggas lie on me, man. That's one thing that really bothers me is just people that, you know what I'm saying? I can understand one lie, but it's like the constant amount of lies that is spoken on the Chris Unbiased name is really, really disturbing, man. You know what I'm saying? It's actually discouraging to keep it real with you. It's actually discouraging. I figured the best way to start this blog is to take a trip down memory lane of a lot of lies the niggas told about me over the years. Starting with this one.
One of his charges is sodomizing a 10-year-old boy.
For 2 years that I was locked up, people said I had sex with a child. That's a horrible allegation to have on your name. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the main reasons why I came back to battle rap. When I got out of jail, I really didn't care much about battle rap, to keep it real. I was just trying to get my life back in order. But that stain on my name and what people thought had really happened in this case, that narrative, it bothered me a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm somebody, I have a son. And at the end of the day, I don't want people to have to look on the internet and just see a bunch of lies about it. So that actually bothered me. And if you really knew the case, which I know a lot of y'all didn't, then you know that that wasn't true. But there's a lot of followers in battle rap. So people listen to one person and then that narrative starts and it continues and it continues. And I listen to other people. And next thing you know, that becomes a narrative. And then you get other lies like this.
Chris Unbiased, who was clearly a weirdo from the jump. The nigga had a Hitler mustache and is convicted pedophile.
What up, man? It's your boy Chris Unbiased. We checking in back with another Untold Truth. This one is on the homie Daylight. What up, man?
Working, man. Working.
Convicted child molester. That's actually kind of crazy because in order for you to be convicted, then that means you must be found guilty. And in the state of Georgia, if you was found guilty for that crime, you at least would do 10 years. So, I mean, it's kind of hard that I could be like sitting here with a banner behind me and just chilling if I was actually convicted of that. So that would also be another lie. So as you can see, these little lies, you know, the title of this blog is Lies Need Company. These lies just continue to be more lies. And lies, you know, unfortunately lies, they kind of like when you know how you eat a Lay's potato chip and you can't eat just one. You really can't tell just one lie. You tell a lie and then people just got to keep coming up with more and more lies. So I get out of jail and the lies just continue. It's just kind of crazy how much lies need company. One lie needs another lie, which needs another lie. So when I got out of jail, I was trying to get my life in order. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of stuff on my mind. You know, the first thing I wanted to think about was my family. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I was straight, make sure my money was straight, my family was straight, everything like that. Last thing I'm thinking about was getting on the internet and telling a bunch of internet people, look, y'all, I'm innocent. That's the last thing that was on my mind. So why would that be a focus of mine? But that created yet again another lie that went a little something like this.
What I'm hearing, he's not allowed to. He's not allowed to be on computers. That's what most of the pedophiles do they fishing over the web, social media.
So I get out of jail. I'm trying to get my life in order. So because I didn't run to the internet and say, look, y'all, I'm innocent. Instead, I try to get my life in order, try to get my mental right, try to get my family back in order, try to get my finances back in order, just try to get in a space. That narrative started. So then that lie went on with another lie. You getting the gist of this? Lies need company. So as I was moving on in battle rap and I'm blogging now and I'm trying to get the case behind me, people were still lying on me though. You know what I'm saying? They was doing blogs talking about I got new alleged victims in the case and everything. I mean, even Debo bought into the hype.
until we see what's going on. And it's like, what is this, the second or third allegation? It's crazy.
Now, I don't know, maybe y'all can help me out. I'm not the smartest person in the world, but if you have new alleged victims, then don't you have to be rearrested, go back in front of a judge, and then try to get out of jail on the new cases? So considering that I was never rearrested, how could I have new cases? And then as I kept going in battle rap, they even got some new lies now. They're even saying that, they saying that I got court. They said I got court. DME Detroit posted that I got court tomorrow. And when he posted that, it was October 2nd. So he was saying I have court October 3rd. But I didn't have court October 3rd. That's the problem. I didn't have court October 3rd, and I didn't have court October 6th. That's the problem. And the crazy thing is, Humble King actually went up to the courthouse because he actually thought I had court.
I'm in the parking deck outside of the courthouse. I'm running a little bit behind. I had to do some things at my house before I can come out and keep my word and come up here and at least get a feel for what's going on and see what's going on as far as with this situation. Because
now, Humble King, why are you going to the courthouse, man? Why are you going? You clout chasing, doing what all these other weirdo bloggers doing. If you would have hit me up, I would have told you that I didn't have court. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that you made an empty trip up there, because, clearly you didn't see me. I think when you was doing that blog talking about I was in court, I was like all the way in Orlando, Hurricane Ian. It was crazy down there. You got like a couple neighborhoods underwater. You ever seen a flood? Yeah, that shit crazy. That's where I was when you thought I was at court. But I was really disappointed that you went up there, not because you went, but I was disappointed because I was just like, yo, this nigga really wasted his gas. And I know how much gas is important to you, you know what I'm saying? Because you hit me up asking because you borrowed $60 for gas. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, Humble King, the dude that leaked the conversation I had and put it on the internet, clout chasing. Yeah, that nigga. Yeah, he asked me for $60 for gas. And I was like, that was kind of weirded out because I was like, bro, I barely even know you. Like I talked to you at some events or something, but I don't really know you like that. So this is what the nigga sent me about a month ago. And this is what the nigga sent to me like a month ago. Bro, can I borrow $60 until Friday? Okay. $ Humble King 404. Hit the nigga up if you want to cash app him. If you can, bro, this is my cash app. $ Humble King 404 if you can. If not, it's still all good, bro. I hit him back. I don't really be loaning money, bro. How did you get in a situation where you asking me, of all people? I put that because I don't even hardly know the nigga. And he hit me up asking me for $60. I'm like, bro, I don't even know you. I don't even know your name. I don't know where you live. I know you live in Atlanta, but I don't know where you live. I see you at some battle rap events. Why would I loan you $60 and I don't even know you? He put LOL. It was definitely hard reaching out asking. I'm in the red until Friday. When a check cleared, it was mainly for gas. But you right, my bad, no pressure. This is what Humble King sent me. Did you really leak the audio that we had between each other because I didn't give you the $60? That's what it looking like to me. Was that why you was still a little salty over the gas money? If you would have hit me up, I would have told you I didn't have court. And then I could have told you maybe in the future sometime, eventually I'm going to go to court. You know what I'm saying? All these other court days, they don't be the right court days. Maybe even some in the future might not even be right. I can let you know when I'm really going to court. And then you wouldn't have to waste your gas. And I actually unblocked you on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I unblocked you on Instagram. You can hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I unblocked you on Instagram if you want to have a dialogue with me now. Fake court days, empty trips to the courthouse by bloggers, trial coming up. Bonnie Gandava said I got trial coming up. That's another lie. Bonnie Gandava said I got trial coming up October 24th. Well, what's the date? October 17th. So that means a week from now I got trial. I better let my lawyer know. I don't think my lawyer know. I better maybe I need to call my lawyer and tell him I don't think he know. That's crazy. These are more lies. Not having a trial. I tried to tell y'all this like 2 years ago. Every year y'all trying to put me in jail. I'm not having a trial, bro. Then another video came out that said I took a 20-year plea. $20-year plea. That's kind of crazy. I didn't know you could get a banner in jail. 20 years. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of come and go as I please. I really don't understand how I took a plea and I'm sitting right here talking to you. And you just did a video before that saying I went to trial. So how do you go to trial and take a plea? That doesn't really make sense. You take a plea so that you don't go to trial. But you said I went to trial and now you're saying I took a, you know what? Never mind.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, and sometimes I just wanna tell them. I wanna look in their eyes and tell them. I wanna say fuck you. Shut the fuck up.
And last but not least, a female does a video saying I moved 2 doors down from her. And I had a lot of people hitting me up asking me, man, how could you move 2 doors down from her? That's crazy, man. Like, why would you put yourself in that kind of position? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you better than this. Why you doing this? Da, 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 da. My question is, why y'all believe that?
U2 is the third and last trip. Welcome. At 814, meet X20.
Yo, what up, man? Chris, somebody checking back in, man. Back with a vlog, man. Make sure that like button, subscribe button your way, man. I appreciate all the support, man. Before I get into the rest of this vlog, man, I want to actually thank everybody that hit me up, everybody that supported me, everybody that gave me encouraging words. You know, those messages and those responses and everything doesn't go unnoticed. A lot of people I know that are supporting me privately that don't want to support me publicly. And I get it. I'm not mad at ARP, Mickey Fat. Swave is a different story. And I got another blog coming and where I'm addressing a lot of niggas, just a lot of different people that actually kind of tick me off. And Swave is someone I'm going to speak on. So I'm going to save that for that. But everybody else, you know what I'm saying? If you don't rock with me, I ain't really tripping. I'm not trying to win no support back. For people that supported me privately, if you don't want to support me publicly, I'm not tripping on that. But I just know that whether it's public or private, I appreciate all the text messages, the messages, the whole nine. Now, this girl coming out and speaking. So she came out, did a video, said I moved 2 doors down and that I was stalking her and that if, you know, she fears for her life and if anything happens to her, her son, you know, I'm responsible and all that. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I left jail, I was told I couldn't be anywhere around her at all. You know, I think maybe like 500 feet or so. I couldn't even be anywhere around her. So this thought that I would move 2 doors down doesn't make any sense. I haven't seen this girl since 2015. That's when I last saw her, 2015. So I didn't see her in court. Every time they called this case in court, the entire 2 years I was locked up, state of Georgia versus Chris in the Shannon case, she was nowhere to be found. She wasn't in the audience. She wasn't in the crowd. Now, it wasn't a big deal if she came or not. She wasn't required to come, but she never came. So I haven't seen her since 2015. I'm not going to get on this camera and say anything bad about her at the end of the day. If you notice anything about any video where I've ever spoke on this case, I never really have got into any real details, but I've never spoken bad about anybody in this case. I could have came out bitter, mad, upset, like, oh, I can't believe, you know, this chick just said this. I never did none of that. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of time in jail to reflect and think about things. And for me, I was on a different kind of thing when I got out. You know, a lot of that pain and stuff I harbored, I started to get over. By the time y'all saw me, because you got to think I got out in like 2019. I don't even think I started blogging until like 2020. By the time y'all saw me, I had so much built up pain and hurt that I had started to get over it a little bit. It started to wither away. And by the time I got out and actually started blogging, you all wasn't seeing that side of me no more. So that's why the very small amount I've talked about any of this in a blog, I've never said anything bad. But no, this is just a flat out lie. So I don't know why any of y'all believe that. If I live 2 doors down, there should be some video, there should be some pictures. We live in a social media era where people are constantly have their phone in their hand. You ain't looked outside, saw no box trucks, no Sprinter vans. You don't see me checking the mail, cutting the grass, doing nothing outside. You know what I'm saying? There should be some video. You call the cops, say, look, this guy that I put a police report on in 2015 moved 2 doors down and I fear for my life. They will look into it. I'll be right back in court and they'll be talking about why you violated an order I gave you 5 years ago, and I will be locked up. It makes no sense to go on the internet and talk about how someone lives 2 doors down when you could just call the police and say someone lives 2 doors down.
I don't like that shit for sure, bro. I don't like that shit.
You know, when Shannon said I lived 2 doors down from her, I was really thinking like, wow, she must live in a really nice neighborhood where, you know, people actually greet you when you go to the mailbox and all the lawns look really, really good and everybody's blinds are fixed. She must live in a neighborhood like that. Matter of fact, let's go outside.
I do not know why he moved down the street from me.
We can really verify to see if you live on my street. We can really verify, you know what I'm saying? If you live on my street, let's go up these stairs. I'm in the basement right now. Let's go up these stairs. Go out this door. You can see Sprinter van over there. You know what I'm saying? Got the Sprinter van right there. And we just walk. See these Mexicans doing this construction right here. You know what I'm saying? They doing construction. And this is what the street look like. Your street should look like this. Oh, let me walk out here after this car go by. But you know, since you say you live 2 doors down, you must live in one of these houses. You know what I'm saying? You gotta prove this to me. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta walk down there. We can go this way. Go this way. You know what I'm saying? You live in one of these 2 houses right here? This is the neighbor's house, so this must be this 2 doors down, right? You say you 2 doors down, right? You 2 doors down, you right here then. You gotta make it make sense, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make it make sense. Yeah, man, y'all just gotta stop believing so much stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a girl smoking a blunt, hop on camera, tell you I moved in her neighborhood and everybody believe it. Everybody believe it. It don't even make no sense. You think I'm gonna risk my freedom, everything, my mom, my family, you know what I'm saying? The 2 years I was locked up, all the sacrifices they had to do for me, and I'm gonna put myself back in position and get locked up again, and everything that they wish for me, hope for me through this whole process, I'm gonna throw that down the drain and be selfish and do some stuff like that? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely not. This the actual doors down. She right there checking her mail. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 doors down. Let me go back in the house. You know, I really wish her the best, man. I don't ever want to get on camera and have no back and forth, talk bad about nobody. You know, that's never my intentions when it comes to anything. This is like a serious situation. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know how you're going to be able to explain something like this in court. I don't live 2 doors down for you. Like, when you're asked this in court, what are you going to say? It's not going to make any sense. And then the other stuff is just like, you know, I'm an Uber driver and I'm dragging women down the street and there's several witnesses. I mean, some of y'all just got to use common sense, bro. I'm a black man in the state of Georgia where they still have the Ku Klux Klan. Georgia was a red state for so long. It finally turned into a blue state when Biden became president. It was a red state for so long, man. I'm a black man in the state of Georgia with high charges. You really think if they thought all of that, they would let me out of jail?
Are you dumb?
So I asked myself, do y'all listen to music or do y'all just skim through it? So I got some questions for the battle rap community. You know what I'm saying? I got some questions for the battle rap community because y'all, you know, y'all so brilliant. I got some questions. How is it that a girl I met in 2015 that I didn't even meet in battle rap, and I didn't even meet her as Chris Unbias, I met her as Chris. How is it that a girl that I met who's not from battle rap, who doesn't come from battle rap, who doesn't know me from battle rap, how does she do a video and it reaches battle rap? Anybody ever thought about that? Anybody put 2 and 2 together? When I tell y'all how deep this video is, y'all ain't gonna even believe it. But I'm actually astounded that y'all haven't really put two and two together, because all of a sudden on a random Tuesday, this happened Tuesday night, like midnight, people hitting me up talking about this video just came out. Where did it originate from? How did it get to all the bloggers that I don't really rock with? I mean, that's the first place I saw it. How did all that happen? How did a female who never came to court, I haven't seen this girl in 7 years.
Answer a few questions. I don't keep up with this case. When I say I don't keep up with this case, I wholeheartedly mean that.
I'm going to connect the dots for y'all. Strap your seatbelt. Stay tuned. This is actually deeper than y'all thought.
You two is the third and last 50 Wanton. At 814, meet X20.
Before I get started, let's everybody give a round of applause to ADEP and Battle Truth. You know, because even I didn't even see this coming. I mean, I know y'all niggas be good with the Photoshop and the conspiracy theories and all that, but even I didn't even see this coming. But y'all done pulled the wool over the whole battle rap community. But y'all actually have a leak in y'all camp. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a leak in y'all camp. Let me introduce you to this person. This is AP Music Box. I don't know his real name. This is just what he goes by whenever he messages me. So a long time ago, and this is something I never talk about because I really kind of got off the whole Battle Truth ADEP stuff. I haven't done a video on them in a long time. I kind of got off that. But, you know, me and Nora's been cool for a while, and we both was kind of on the sideline. I wasn't blogging, and URL had kicked him out of the league or whatever. I kicked him off the team. So me and Norb used to talk a lot, and that's how the Untold Truth came about, and I put out the Norb's Untold Truth. So one day I got a call from Norb's. He was like, yo, there's this dude, this Spanish dude, AP Music Box, wants to talk to you. Said he's going to expose you. And he wants to give you the opportunity to clear yourself. So me, you know, all right, man, fuck it. Call that nigga on three-way. Call him on three-way. He is the guy that went and got all the paperwork from the courthouse. And that paperwork cost a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Just to get one transcript of like one of your hearings might cost you about $900. The paperwork is expensive. You know what I'm saying? Just a typical person that just work a regular 9 to 5. They ain't trying to spend thousands of dollars on no paperwork. This ain't like no Kinko's where you go and get 11 cents for a black and white copy. The paperwork costs a lot of money to obtain. AP Music Box went and got all this paperwork. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And in the same conversation, he's telling me how he's cool with ADEP and he's cool with Battle Truth. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to get the paperwork and I'm going to give it to them and they're going to expose you. Remember all this breaking news that Battle Truth used to do in ADEP. Breaking news, new victim. Breaking news, this happened. Breaking news, new witness. Breaking news, this. Was it really breaking news? Because how you showing paperwork that the DA already got? The DA been had this paperwork. Ain't nothing breaking. It's just breaking to you because you don't know the case. It ain't breaking to the people that it really matters. So I used to sit back and laugh that y'all used to always hit me up and ask me about all this breaking news when I ain't been to court. And I still haven't been to court in 3 years. Now, all them court dates y'all used to post, oh, 6 more days, Chris going to court. Oh, July such and such, Chris going to court. June such and such, Chris going to court. May such and such. I ain't been to court in 3 years. We gonna get to that though. I don't want to get too far ahead. So all y'all in these videos, breaking news. Nothing is breaking if the district attorney has seen everything. It ain't breaking news. He used to get the paperwork. So I had this conversation with him. I'm on three-way with Norris. Ask Norris when next time Norris go live about this AP Music Box guy who always wants to expose Chris. So I'm talking to him. He's like, yo, man, just admit what happened, man. And, you know, we'll go easy on you. And, oh, man, you know, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. So I entertained him for at least 30, 40 minutes. I'm trying to really get some more information out of him. We get off the phone and I keep it moving. I'm doing my blogs. He's doing everything. But he kept hitting me up. Couldn't leave me alone. He kept hitting me up. He even hit up a lot of y'all niggas on Twitter because he go by AP Music Box on Twitter too. And a lot of times he probably always showing y'all paperwork, tweeting y'all and sending y'all paperwork and tweeting y'all and sending y'all paperwork. Well, he Adept's and Battle Truth friend. And he used to message me. And he messaged me something interesting and I didn't even think was that important at the time. But this is what he messaged me. Back in September, hey, yo, we giving you a chance to clear your name before we drop this interview with Shannon. Let me know I'm reaching out to you, let me know I'm reaching out to Norbs to get to you. This is what he said. You know me, I always like, sometimes when I don't be entertaining what people say, I just put yawn. Just yawn. So that's what I put. The next thing he says, I don't hear from him for a couple of weeks. Then he messaged me again. Okay, put your seatbelt on and get ready for what's about to come out, you herb. Yawn all you want. I put you ain't learned yet. He replies, I'm not going back and forth with you. You are a liar.
What do you mean by that?
Let me break it down to you like this because I don't want to make this video too long. It's a girl I met in 2015. How do I not know you from Battle Rap, but you do a video and it makes its way to Battle Rap? Not only does it make its way to Battle Rap, it makes its way to all the people in Battle Rap that I don't rock with first. So when I looked at AP Music Box message, I was like, they really reached out to this girl who wasn't even paying me any attention, the case any attention, anything like that. Hadn't been to court. I ain't talked to in 7 years. Reached out to this girl. I don't know what it is that they told her, but she felt compelled to come online and speak. You know what I'm saying? Probably told her I'm talking about it. I don't even be talking about this case. They the ones that constantly talking about the case, constantly putting paperwork public, constantly talking about details, constantly doing all this. Very disrespectful to even her. They put all this paperwork out in public. I don't be talking about no details of the case. Whenever anytime anybody even asks me about Shannon, I tell you, I don't even know nothing about this girl. So my thing is, I purposely be very evasive when speaking about her. But there were a lot of clues that let me know what was going on. First, the first clue was this. This was the first clue. I got hit up by Hurricane Do and she was like, you see what's going on online. Shout out to Hurricane Do. And when I saw D.I. the Henny Man, he went live and he's talking about it on a random Tuesday night. Not live, but he does a video. Like 30 minutes later, Battle Truth is live. Then like 30 minutes later, ADEP is live. And I'm like, okay, what little ring around the rosy shit y'all got going on? Like it went to Battle Truth and he sent it to ADEP and ADEP sent it to you and then they trying to send it to all the people that don't rock with me. So I said, okay. So then I was like, no, let me find it. Then it was this was a thumbnail for D.I. the Henny Man at first. And it was Photoshopped with blood coming down her nose. And I'm like, that ain't even what happened between me and Shannon. So they didn't sensationalize the video for the aesthetics. Now you got to go create a thumbnail. You got to do all that. So I'm like, yo, what these niggas up to? These niggas trying to set me up on some BS. Another clue was she attacked Mickey Fax. First of all, she don't know anything about Mickey Fax. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna make me believe some girl that I met online in 2015 all of a sudden knows who Mickey Fax is. And there's no disrespect to Mickey Fax. I know he's an artist. But this whole notion she said in the video, I've been listening to you since high school and you've been disappointing me. Battle Truth has been trying to attack anybody that has aligned themselves with me. So you got Jazz in the Redemption blog, Good, Swave, Mickey Fax. They all under fire. ADEP and Swave had a public situation. Everybody that's aligned themselves. I do an Untold Truth with Hitman Holla, now all of a sudden he lost every battle. I do interviews with ARP. Oh, we're not supporting Max Out because ARP fucks with Chris Unbias. Everywhere you go, whoever I align myself with, they tend to attack. Mickey Fax is just the latest person. Coming out of nowhere, attacking Mickey Fax like she did makes no sense. Mickey didn't even say nothing about this girl. Mickey just basically was like, I support Chris. And, you know, from everything I know about Chris, I support him. He never even spoke on her. So that was another red flag. That was a dead giveaway. And the last dead giveaway was the fact that in messages, she described like a documentary or whatever. She described it as a rape-umentary. Now let's be real. The word rape-umentary ain't even a real word. That's first of all. And I could put 1,000 people in a room and say, yo, I need you to do a documentary on a rape case. They would never call it a rape-umentary. That's like a unique word that actually ADEP came up with. So when I saw her use that word, I just thought like, okay, Battle Truth and ADEP did the same blog and called it a rape-umentary. So I'm like, okay, you just happen to use the same word that they use also. So when y'all come out and y'all be like, yo, why is this girl talking and she's this and she's that and she's that? It's because Battle Truth and them have behind the scenes have reached out to this girl. I don't know what it is they told her, but they really are messing up the case. And more so messing up the case for her, because a lot of this stuff she says she has to stand on if we ever have a day in court. She has to say, prove why I live 2 doors down when I really don't. These are all credibility issues. So I don't like to talk about the case, man. Y'all, I don't want to get on camera and try to convince people to believe in me and all that kind of stuff. I hate fake support. I'd rather have 5,000 people that support me. I got like 18,000 subs than 18,000 fake supporters. I try my best not to talk about this case and move on, man. A lot of times, the more I mention in this case, the more y'all ask me. And I can't really talk about it. Y'all ask me a lot of stuff. You know, and then y'all want to question everything. When I came out and said I was innocent, I came out and said I fought for my case. I came out and told y'all how I was in jail. That wasn't good enough. Y'all so concerned with details that don't matter. The paperwork don't matter at all. Nothing in the paperwork matters at all. I never spoke in court. None of that. Nothing in the paperwork matters. So it could say, oh, Chris did a somersault and jumped down and jumped off a car and punched a girl and dragged her down the street and did this. Does that mean I did it? All the district attorney is doing is reading police reports in court, and that becomes paperwork. None of the paperwork actually matters. If the district attorney actually believed everything in the paperwork was true, they would have never let me out of jail. That's why the paperwork doesn't matter. A lot of y'all asked me about Shannon. I told y'all I don't know who Shannon is. Why? Because y'all keep asking me questions about a case I can't talk about. I actually do know who Shannon is. The sex we had was consensual. So if you have consensual sex, there's going to be DNA. So DNA is not an issue either. Y'all keep harping on DNA. It's not an issue. The issue is consent. Do you believe it was consensual or do you believe it's not consensual? That's what has to be proven if it ever has to be proven. Right now, it's just nothing's going on. Eventually, I'm going to go back to court. I requested to go to court. I filed a motion to get me back in the courtroom to try to move things forward. My case was just sitting over here dormant. And I got tired of it sitting dormant. So I put a request in to try to get past this case. So I don't know what the judge is going to rule when I go to court, whenever I do go. But that's what I'm going back to court for. So I'm not having a trial. I'm not having none of that. I wouldn't even be doing this video if I was having a trial. I'd be trying to get my mental right for my trial next Monday. Because that's what Bonnie said. So if Bonnie said it got to be true. So y'all just got to stop believing stuff. Leave this girl alone. Like, don't harass her. Don't bother her. Don't hit her on Twitter. Don't anything. If she's mad about like stuff being talked about online, it's because they're doing it. They put her business out. They put details out. They read the whole transcript publicly and put it on YouTube. That's these niggas doing it. Why you don't be mad at me? These niggas doing it. They probably telling her I'm doing it. That's probably why she mad at me. Oh, Chris Unbias is telling details of the case. I don't tell you no details of the case. They tell you details of the case. And the details don't even be right, but they tell you details of the case. So I think that is more of why she's upset. But at the end of the day, the more you talk, the more you got to stand on. So, I'm not necessarily tripping about anything. I'm actually in a good space. I'm not bothered by anything or anything like that. I consider leaving battle rap. I'm not going to front, and get into like sports or other YouTube channels or whatever, because battle rap's so toxic. Y'all niggas do not want to let me move past this case. I don't know why. I don't know why y'all so invested in this, because nothing has happened for y'all to be this invested in. But God bless y'all, man. Have a good day, man. Chris, Unbias, bias. Man, subscribe to the channel, man. Don't be a hater your whole life. Chris, Unbias.